to with 1.9.2.1.
Oh my gosh, my tag actually worked. We got Taser in here.
Who's number 6?
I don't know yet. Give me a sec.
He's just making shit up.
No, there was 6 thumbs ups.
Oh, well, I wasn't one of them, so there may be 7.
Okay,
Taser probably didn't either.
Sarge, let me go ping him.
No, I responded. I don't know.
Yeah, Taser replied that he's coming. He actually typed it in.
Yeah, Jasper, so go back to the fucking room.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know I didn't on this one, but I'm here.
Bad idea, Sarge.
To report my surgery on my reverb was successful.
Awesome.
Is it a boy?
Was it hard?
No, dude. There's a plug-in. So that picture that first picture I posted, there's a plug right there. So all you're eliminating is you basically go from the male adapter straight where it plugs into that quick disconnect on the side of your headset. In order to fit it in there. Like I just posted up in the tech room what it looks like with the faceplate put back on it. But it doesn't pixelate, it doesn't flicker. Whatever.
Cool. Well, let's go ahead and get started. If we got some guys jump in late, that we can just kind of fill them in as needed. Welcome to the briefing for tonight's strike, including VFA14 and VFA86. This is a little outdated since the carrier got back today, so just roll with it. We're currently four deployed at Alman Hod while the Theodore Roosevelt undergoes repairs. I think this map is actually a little outdated. I think Iranian airspace has actually been pushed back in a little closer to the coast. Situation, just kind of the storyline running through it kind of follows along with the storyline missions we've been doing when I'm not going to take time to read all that right now. The situation, so aerial reconnaissance has confirmed the location of an SA-11 convoy moving south out of Jaraft. SIGINT believes that the system is headed to reinforce air defenses along the coast in the vicinity of Bandari Jask. So the convoy is defended by Shilka and SA-15 escorts. The SA-11 is non-operational while moving, but can quickly transition if needed. Air-to-air threats consist of MiG-29As and possibly F-14s.
Hey Tex.
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but is anybody else not seeing the briefing?
Yeah, I'm not seeing it either.
Seeing what now? The stream?
Your briefing, all I see is 2 boxes circling each other right now.
Yep. It's not loading.
Oh, just came up.
I can
there
see
we go.
it.
Yeah.
I see it.
Jesus
Damn,
Christ.
Lucky. Behave
Kind of-
yourself, dude.
What kind of fucking animals? What kind of animals did you bring up to this ready room, bro?
Jeez, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Go wait outside.
Put him on parade rest, man.
Okay.
This is
We
why
haven't
we
got
don't
anything-
invite outsiders.
You can't have nice things. So ELINT has confirmed the presence of EWR, SA-15, SA-11, and SA-6 SAM systems north of the convoy. So the strength and the exact locations are currently unknown. It is advised to remain south of the search area to avoid those defenses. The air defenses in the vicinity of Manab have been degraded on previous strikes. So other than the convoy, we're really not expecting any ground threats unless you push north of the search area. So on order, VFA-14 will conduct a strike on the SA-11 convoy moving south towards Jask in order to degrade the COPT's ability to reinforce their air defenses along the coast. VF-86 will provide cap and seed in support of VFA-14's mission. Yikes. So the execution for 86 will have 2 winder flights. They will depart Alman Hod. One will be cap, one will be seed. You guys can split that up however you want, or if you want everybody to, I know Pancake, you were talking about having like a split loadout, so you guys can organize that however you see fit. So we'll have 2 cap waypoints. You guys will go straight there. Winder 1 will proceed. It's in the vicinity of grid zone Echo whatever Q is, and Echo Romeo to the northeast of Manaab.
Quebec.
Quebec.
There you go. Providing cap in support of VFA14. Winder 2 will proceed to the assigned station, the same grid area to the northeast of Manaab, providing seed in coordination with Camelot 2's JSOW attacks. We'll kind of go over that a little bit later. We've got Texaco in 2 and 6 on station to provide aerial refueling on egress as needed. So Texaco 2 is a 135, Texaco 6 is a 130. So if we get kind of congested up there, you know, we can slow down and hit the 130 if needed. These routes, I threw the kneeboards in your briefing room, so no need to really copy this down if you guys want to just grab those waypoints. The first waypoint is basically just kind of the border of when you're going to cross into Iranian airspace. So that could be your fence-in point, and then you've got 2 cap points, a north and a south, that you need to kind of patrol in between those 2. Winder 2 will be seed. So waypoint 1 is the same as Winder 1. It's just kind of that area to let you know you're in Iranian airspace. And then waypoint 2 will be a holding point. So the idea is for you guys to hold there. Camelot 1 is going to try to knock out the SA-15s and force the convoy to stop and defend. At that point, Winder 2 and Camelot 2 will do a coordinated attack with harms from Winder 2 and JSOWs from Camelot 2, and just try to overwhelm the SA-11. And then once the SAM threat is diminished, Camelot 3 will move in to kind of mop up the rest of the convoy. So waypoint 3 and waypoint 4 is the location that we expect the convoy to be, somewhere between those 2 waypoints. Depending on how long the mission's been running, they may actually be a little further south. So just know that just somewhere in that area or to the south of waypoint 3 there. So here's our map. We'll take off from Manaab. The cap station is roughly this area here. The holding points for Winder 2 will kind of be somewhere here in the middle. And then Camelot flights will come in from the south a little bit. Camelots 2 and 3 will hold at a waypoint here, while Camelot 1 pushes in to try to find the convoy and get them to stop. The screen area up here is where those SA-11, SA-15, and SA-6 sites are. So this waypoint 3 and 4 here, just try not to get too far north of that, or it's going to be, you're going to have to defend. Tankers will be kind of in the vicinity down here, kind of right off the coast, if needed. And I think the plan is to have Winder 2 and Camelot 3 go ahead and tank on the ingress. Everyone else will tank on the egress if needed. So the execution for 14, same thing. We're going to depart Al-Manad. Camelot 1 will proceed to the brief waypoints in search of the convoy. Once located, Camelot 1 will engage the SA-15 escorts with 65 echoes in the intent of stopping the convoy and degrading its ability to defend against precision-guided munitions. So once a convoy is stopped, Camelot 1 will pass the coordinates to Camelot 2, 3, and Winder 2 and set up an observation about 25 nautical miles to the east of the convoy. Remain on station until bingo. So Camelot 1 will re-engage in the event the convoy starts moving again. So the SA-15s and the SA-11 cannot fire while they're moving. The SA-15, once it stops, it doesn't take very long for that guy to start shooting at you. The SA-11, it's going to take them several minutes to kind of get set up to a point where they can shoot back. So the idea is for Camelot 1 to come in here, try to take out those SA-15s. Their tactics we've noticed on previous strikes is, you know, once they're attacked, then they will stop moving and engage. So that's kind of Camelot 1's job, is to get them to stop. So Camelot 2 will establish a max conserve orbit around the holding point, which is waypoint 2. Once the convoy is located, then they're going to move their orbit about 30 nautical miles south of that point. So definitely want to stay out of that SA-11 range until it's been neutralized there. So there need to be some communication between Camelot 2 and Winder 2. Once those launch vehicles, Camelot 2, his job is to take out the SA-11 launch vehicles. There should be 4 of them in the convoy, and they're going to use JSOWs or possibly slams, depending on how many we end up in that flight. I would like at least 2 to have the JSOWs. And if we have more than 2 in that flight, if somebody wants to use the slams, we can do that as well. And the idea will be to, once the JSOWs are in the air, for Winder 2 to, saturate the area with harms and kind of force the SA-11 to either defend against the JSOWs and get taken out by the harms, or shut down their radar to avoid the harms and get taken out by the JSOWs. So Camelot 2 will, once they're Dakota, they will divert to Kasab to rearm and return to the area if needed. Camelot 3 will perform refueling with Texaco 2 on ingress. Once refueled, do the same Mach conserve orbit at the holding point, which is waypoint 2. Once the convoy is located, then they're going to do the same, move their orbit 30 nautical miles south of the convoy to stay out of the range of the SA-11. Once the SAMs have been neutralized, then Cam 3 will prosecute the remaining vehicles in the convoy with GBU-12s. And then here's the routes here. We've got the same waypoint 1 is going to be your fence in, kind of let you know you're in Iranian airspace. Then you've got the holding point and the southern and the northern search points, kind of just for reference there. And once we get the convoy to stop, then Camelot 1 will pass those exact coordinates for the location on. So this is kind of where we expect the convoy to be, and the idea is to have harms coming in kind of from the southwest and the JSOWs coming in from the south, and just hopefully overwhelm that SA-11 site. So here's some of the recon pictures of the convoy coming in. There's BTR-80 escorts, ZU-23s on these trucks. I think there's 2 of those. We've got a Shilka, a pair of Shilkas, and a pair of SA-15s as escorts. And then we've got some pictures of the SA-11 radar vehicle, the Snowdrift, and some of the launchers. So our departure order, Winder 2 is going to take off first. They're going to head straight to the tanker. Winder 1 will be cap. They'll take off second, proceed straight to their cap points. And then Camelot 1, 2, and 3 will take off after that. And like I say, Camelot 3 will go to the tanker, kind of while we're taking care of the SAMs there. Loadouts, be 3 bags for all the Camelot flights. Camelot 1 will take a pair of Laser Mavericks each. The first 2 flights in Camelot 2 will take a pair of JSOWs. And then if there's any more in there and you guys want to go with slams, if you feel comfortable doing that, you're definitely, you got more capacity with the JSOWs. So the first 2, we'll have 4 JSOWs, and I want each plane to target all 4 of the launchers. So both Camelot 2-1 and 2-2 will both fire 4 JSOWs, 1 each at each launch station, and hopefully between that we can wipe those guys out. Like I say, if we've got additional in Camelot 2, feel free to take slams if you want to. Camelot 3 will be the same loadout, except you'll take a pair of GBU-12s on each outboard station there. And Pancake and I talked a little bit earlier. I just kind of threw this in there. You guys can do what you want to, but typical cap loadout. And then he talked about Seed going with 4 harms and a single tank. So that's kind of one of the reasons we wanted you guys to refuel on the ingress, so you can be topped off with the tanker to head in. But if you guys want to do, you do something different, feel free to adjust your loadouts as needed. Comms standard per SOP. Camelot 1 will be 31, Camelot 2 32, Camelot 3 will be 33 on mids. Pancake, is this right? You guys are in the 60s?
Yeah, we're
So-
usually using Eternal though.
Okay, yeah, you guys can do whatever you want on mids if you even use them. We'll use 288 for command. AWACS should be on 264, and then Texaco 2, Texaco 6 frequencies there. These might be Yankee. Speedo, do you remember if those changed to Yankee on the new mission?
Yeah, they're Yankee, and focus is actually going to be up in the Gulf, so it'll be it should be Overlord over the peninsula, and that'll be 264.1.
Okay. Any questions?
Kill.
Do we know if the convoy is road bound, or are they off road? The pictures were on road.
So far, they have been road bound. We have not seen them go off road up to this point.
Can you go back 1 slide to the? Thank you.
What kind of air threat are we expecting?
Typically, what we've seen during the recon flights are MiG-29s coming from the west out of Ketchum Island. And then there is a cap flight to the north that has been seen on occasion. There's always the chance of them scrambling some F-14s out of from either direction, but all of the air threats should come from either the west or the north.
Cool.
F-14 squadron based out of LAR, about 60 miles, and a AWACS that they normally put up just north of that.
Good deal. 86, do you guys need a few minutes to kind of organize before we jump in, or are you guys ready to go?
Yeah, probably like 2 minutes.
We could break out for a quick sec.
That'll work.
Do you
So you guys can drop back to your Discord channel or whatever, and just when everybody's ready, jump in and just make sure we get the takeoff order correct, and we'll go from there.
Do we want to use the flight room so that we can jump between each other a little quicker?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, sounds good. In that case, all of 86 will hop into briefing temporarily, and then we'll split between cap and seed.
Okay. 14 can all go to strike.
What's the server?
Server 1.
What server are we going to?
Server 1.
Happy Veterans Day to all you vets. Not you, Speedo. You're still in.
Fuck you.
Boot.
Sweet. Well, me and Speedo are going to be Camelot 1. Knuckles, I thought you would lead Camelot 3 with the laser guided. So, do we have volunteers? A volunteer to lead Camelot 2 with the Jace House?
Doobie-doobie.
Don't all jump to the front. Damn.
I can do it.
Showdown's probably need to be one of you guys. Sudi, I don't know what your time is. I know we're an hour later than normal.
Yeah, I only got until 10.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Sudi, why don't you go with Bloat? Bloat, you can lead Camelot 2. Sudi, you'll be the wing. You guys should be able to get those Jace House off relatively quick. And then Showdown, you can be 3-2 with Knuckles. So like I say, the real coordination part for this is to make sure that Camelot 2 coordinates the Jace House and the harm. So, as soon as you guys have those launchers targeted and release the Jace House, then definitely make a radio call on command to let 86 know that they can go ahead and send the harms. The Jace House will probably take a little longer to get there, and me and Speedo as Camelot 1, we may push in a little bit, when you guys do that to make them turn on their radars for 86. But other than that, it should be pretty straightforward.
Some pretty treacherous, hard terrain that they're traversing with those vehicles. So they're not going to be very quick, but they're going to be difficult to see. So we'll try to make it so that they're a little more visible with some plumes of smoke and some fire. By the time you guys get there, and if worse comes to worse, we'll talk you on with some coordinates so you can plug them in real quick and start to discern from there once they stop. Do you want to text? Do you want to use IR mavs instead of LMAVs so we don't have to maintain a lock?
The IR mavs won't. I haven't had any luck.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Fuck. All right. It's gonna be
really like the goal would be for us to take out the SA-15s, but really no matter what we hit, the convoy should stop and start defending.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting maintaining that lock, but hopefully we can rifle them off and then just fucking head out from there. All right, should be no problem.
I think we're gonna have to stay in the area because if they do start moving again, we're gonna have to come back in with another Maverick to get them to stop.
Yeah. No worries. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna switch to my VR.
Same here. I'll be back shortly.
I'm gonna try to jump in the server.
Yeah, when you do you want to take the second part of Camelot 5? Because there's 2 of you guys.
Sure.
Okay, I'm back.
Showdown, do you want to lead the flight?
Shutdown's like, Mike, isn't work.
Extra funny because it actually wasn't working earlier. But, no, you go ahead because I'm not sure I'll be able to make it for the whole flight tonight because we're starting later.
Okay.
Oh, we haven't got Fajita this evening?
No for you.
I got 3 flights of 2 at the moment, right?
Correct.
So do you want me to take 8? Just take 1 bag and take 8 freaking LGBs. So if Showdown jumps out, that I can prosecute whatever's left.
Well, like I say, if we can get those guys pretty fast, then Speedo and I'll have 2 Mavericks left. And then, like I say, once Bloat fires the JSOWs, he goes to Dakota. He's going to go back to Kasab, rearm, and come back. So Bloat, at that point, you probably come back with LGBs if you need it. So I think we'll be fine. And like I say, if we can take out the AAA and the area or the SAMs, we can do some gun runs if needed.
Gotcha.
I mean, you could always, if you feel confident, man, you could always do a double ugly loadout with an extra missile. I mean, depending upon your conservation of fuel on the way out there and your altitude. Tex, are you want to take one or you want me to take one?
Whatever you want to do, man. I don't mind leading, but if you want to, you're skipper.
Yeah, you take it out, man.
Camelot 6, you said, Bloat?
Well, I was working off the assumption there was 3 in my flight, but I think you guys can take 5 with Tex and Speedo, and then you guys are all sort of together on the data link, and then me and Suri are already on the 6s, I think.
Okay.
Discord crashed on me, Speedo. So what'd you decide on flight lead for Camelot 1?
Yeah, you take it, man. I need some practice flying formation. I'm getting fucking rusty.
Sounds good. I'm gonna restart my computer. I got some stuff not working, so I'll be back in just a second.
Copy.
Roll left, roll left. Flight controls. Flight controls.
Showdown, I gotta jump out for a minute. Something's up with my kneeboard.
Lima Charlie.
Copy, RGC.
I'm back, Showdown. Showdown, I'm back.
Okay, good.
know how well this is going to go. A lot of VCS has crashed twice on me, and like 3 or 4 of the controls on my throttle on.
Try unplugging everything and plugging it back in.
Yep. The weird thing is it's like it's done it to me a couple of times, but it usually starts working real quick. It's like the pinky switch and the pinky button are the only things that don't work. Like it'll recognize every other input. So I think I got a connector loose or something inside the grid. I'm gonna take it apart and see.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
It's gonna be more of a pain in the ass for you because one of them's my auto throttle.
Set it and forget it.
That's what I'm saying. The button that sets it doesn't work.
That's all right, man. Either way, we'll figure it out.
Are all these waypoints already loaded in?
Negative.
Okay.
I'm trying to make it the least as possible.
Anyone?
Say again?
Forget it. I got it.
Speedo, you want to go double ugly so we can take 3?
Yeah. I'm gonna take.
Field 1-1. Request startup.
I'm gonna take. Let's see.
Field 1-1. Cleared for startup. Wind 317 at 5 meters per second. Field 1-1. Request taxi to runway.
That's what I was thinking, man. Because once it stops, then we won't really have an issue with it moving. It's really just gonna be one missile to stop it, and then the rest to
Field 1-1. Cleared a taxi to runway 27.
To go from there. Once it's stopped, then we can just fucking pick them off. And there should be some relatively high canyon walls on either side, so we could always just use that to our advantage, and then follow the spine of the mountain on the other side, terrain mask, and then pop up over the top, take a shot once we kind of know where it's at.
Sounds good.
Request refueling. Request rearming. Copy. Refueling complete.
Flight controls. Flight controls.
still waiting on those adapters for my platform, but right now I have to like fucking bend over at the waist, like all the way over, like I'm trying to pick something up off the ground in order to reach all the switches on those new panels because my throttle's so far forward.
Rearming complete.
So that's definitely on the priority list, man, because I can't actuate it. When I'm taking off, I'm like leaning over while trying to fucking rotate the jet and flip that handle for the gear, and it's not comfortable.
All my shit's sitting in a box.
What?
So I'm waiting for that new flight kit before I set anything up.
Look at it. I can't believe that.
You got some self-control, bro. I got home from work that night and I was sitting on the couch fucking flicking the handle and stuff because I didn't go and play with it yet. Or I hadn't played with it yet. Hey Tex, I'm gonna use 1511 for a code.
Radio check 250.1. This is Winder 2-1. Come on 1-1. That's really Charlie. How many? Winder 2's got you loud and clear. Come on 1. We're still punching in coordinates. We'll be ready to leave in a bit. Copy. Come on 1-1, radio check, 30 Mike.
Are they from Commodore 2?
Copy, you guys same. Come on 1-1, radio check, 31 Mike.
Yep, come on, 1-2's got you 5x5.
Copy, guys same.
And Camelot 1-2 is a good jet ready to taxi.
Copy 1 still punching in waypoint.
I'm gonna mute my my mic in here so you guys don't have to hear me on the stream.
Active runway is 27, by the way.
What's the set for bingo?
I'm doing 7,000 for Joker, and then 5,000 after that. Should be enough to get us back to the tanker if we hit it, because the tanker's probably about 50, 60 miles to the south along the coast.
You want to run through these waypoints, make sure we're matching up on distance?
Yeah, copy. I got waypoint 1 is 130 miles.
I've got it at 102. Okay, I've got it entered wrong. Give me a second.
You said it was wrong?
No, mine's entered wrong. I've got, well, crap. Yeah, what do you have? Read me your coordinates.
I got 26, 38, 20 by 56, 59, 04.
Got the same.
Could just be our spot where we're at, maybe. I got 130 miles to it, and it's bearing 041.
Copy, I got the same.
Okay, waypoint 2 showing 047 for 173.2.
Got the same.
Waypoint 3 is 042 for 199.0.
Got the same.
And Willie 4 is 047 for 185.0.
Copy, got the same.
Only not traffic going to 2, flight taxiing to runway 09.
At 1 and 2, I think 27 is the active, according to the game ATC.
Enfield 1-1. Alright, clear to taxi to runway 27.
It's high.
Enfield 1-2. Clear to taxi to runway 27.
2, you want to taxi on short?
Enfield 1-3. Clear to taxi to runway 27.
433, Angels 22 descending into the pattern, overhead, full stop.
Yeah, roger.
Gotcha, 1's rolling. I'm on traffic, Camelot 1, flight 2F18, taxiing to runway 27, holding short.
Enfield 1-2. Clear to taxi to runway 27.
Marker 1, taxiing runway 27.
Enfield 1-1. Clear to taxi to runway 27.
Flight of 2 F-18s taxiing to runway 27.
Enfield 1-2. Clear to taxi to runway 27.
Promenade traffic, Camelot 3, flight 2 F-18s, taxiing runway 27.
me around front of you, Speedo.
Enfield 1-2. Clear to taxi to runway 27.
Might not have any planes to shoot down.
Enfield 1-3. Clear to taxi to runway 27.
I don't know where they're at, but Winder 1 may have a boring knot.
Enfield 1-4. Clear to taxi to runway 27.
Tex, are we just using command as a backup frequency in case we're out of mids?
Correct, and then we'll use that to communicate with Winder.
Copy.
Frequencies on our jets because they're all fucking out of whack, man.
Coming on traffic, Winder 2, flight of 3 F-18, holding short, runway 27. Coming on traffic, Winder 2, flight of 3 F-18, taking active, runway 27.
So it's just your pinky switch that's not working, you said, or is one other one?
Enfield 1-1. Unable to clear for takeoff.
The pinky switch is the exterior lights on and off.
Enfield 1-1. You are clear for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.66.
Dominant traffic, Winder 1, flight 2 F-18, holding short, runway 27.
Enfield 1-2. Unable to clear for takeoff.
With a press that I have the press for the auto
Enfield 1-3. Unable to clear for takeoff.
Damn, we're roughing it tonight.
First world problems.
Line, initial 2 mile.
Winder 1, do you guys have a third or are you going to 2-2?
Enfield 1-2. Unable to clear for takeoff.
Say again.
Enfield 1-3. Unable to clear for takeoff.
2 ship. We're taxiing out now.
Enfield 1-2. Unable to clear for takeoff.
Got guys in the overhead.
Enfield 1-3. Unable to clear for takeoff. Enfield 1-3. You are cleared for takeoff when ready.
Yeah,
Climb 300 at QFE 29.66.
Taking off runway 27.
Do a hot launch too if you want without the
Enfield 1-2. Unable to clear for takeoff. Enfield 1-1. You are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.66.
Yeah, we got time. Go ahead. Just left side altitude.
Enfield 1-2, unable to clear for takeoff.
Camelot 1, flight up 2, taking runway 27.
Enfield 1-2, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.66. Enfield 1-2, unable to clear for takeoff. Enfield 1-2, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.66.
Short runway 27.
Enfield
They're getting ready to
1-3,
come into the.
unable to clear for
Looks
takeoff.
like they're getting into base.
Yeah, they are.
Enfield 1-3, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.66.
I'm on traffic. Line or flight pushing 288.
That was smooth as fuck.
Command, line 2 checking in on 288. Coming on traffic, Bengal 1-1, turning final. Touch ladder clear 288.
I'm on traffic, Camelot 1, clear, active runway, pushing 288.0.
Bengal 1, turn base.
Camelot 1, flight 2 F-18s, checking in on 288.0.
Meters per second.
1, bra, 0.
Hey, what speed are you gonna go up to your to the waypoint there, Tex?
We'll probably go at 350, climb up to Angels 25, 28, something like that.
Alright, just so you know, Camelot 2 and 3 are stuck on the ground because Bengal's coming in, so give us a little bit of time.
Yeah, well, like I said, it may take us some time to locate that convoy and get them stopped, so I think we'll be fine. Checking right for 040.
Come on, so copies.
Man, Liner 1, checking in 140 miles from our, or from waypoint 1.
Roger, Rider 1, line 2's got you, Lima Charlie.
Are you guys seeing more than these two coming in? Yeah, one more.
One more coming in.
Yeah, sorry, I meant the one that's just landed and the one that's on final now.
Yeah, just the 3.
Copy.
Probably should have asked them to hold overhead while we took off.
So I roll out about 045.
I need to get away from that airfield, man. I was lagging like a motherfucker. It was like a slideshow.
That sucks.
Doesn't happen very often, just when the server gets really busy and we're all congested.
Pushing speed up to 350. If this works, the taxi ought to be pretty sweet watching the harms and the J-Sounds come in at pretty close at the same time.
Yeah.
So what do you, like, what's your thought? Like, what are you doing at that point?
Command, wind it to, switching over to 254 for a tanker.
What do you mean? Oh, for turn off the wing tank feed?
Yeah, like, what's the thought process behind that?
Because right now the wing tank is a balance to the fact that there's no tank on the other side, so you have a weapon on the other side. So if you turn off the feed, you're keeping that as balanced as you possibly can, so that you're not fucking having to fight the jet, at least for right now. And then once your weapon station is empty on the other side, you can start feeding from it. So then you don't have a tank plus gas. You can just have an empty tank. So then you're kind of just playing with the numbers. It'll feed from that tank last.
Gotcha, that makes sense.
Goddamn Babaloo's going off, bro.
Yeah, that dude can shoot down some enemy planes for sure.
What are you taking for? What are you putting for a laser code? So I can put it on my LST.
What'd you say you're doing? 1511? I'll do 1522.
Command, Kilo 3 is on station.
Command, coming up to checking in 288.
Kilo 2, Kilo 1, that's you in the charge. Yeah, let's level off Angels 30.
So this whole dynamic server, while you're working.
Copy, we'll just send down to 29.
The whole dynamic server really has worked out a lot better than I thought it was gonna.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a tough month.
Okay, you're clear of control.
Alright, copy, level now.
that it's slowed down a little bit. At least guys have like taken time to go back and clean up some of the areas in the south, so they're just not pushing straight to fucking Shiraz. But I think that the overall between the tempo of the missions and then getting everybody flying together, doing things like this has really fucking worked out.
Texaco 1-1. Infield 1-2. Request rejoin.
Lead over into our normal training. I think we'll do a whole lot more.
Infield 1-2. Texaco 1-1. Proceed to pre-contact at 15,000.
So
at
check back left
270.
Someone bouncing up on a bar, it's not gonna hold it. Yeah, nails at 14, 3 o'clock, just dropped it. Or 9 o'clock. Data link and then Higgins is a pain.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's unbelievable. God, I wish they would give us some new fucking call signs so that it's worth a shit when you're looking at people in the fucking checklist or on the SA page. So you never know who fucking info 1-2 is because everybody's info 1-2 or info 1-1.
Yep. It'd be really cool if you could edit that, make it whatever you want to do.
I mean, you would think that would be an easy thing for them to do, man, but I mean, I guess in the larger scheme of things, their priorities are different, but that would have an effect on the entire fucking game, especially since you have so many new modern jets. You might as well just have fucking community outsourcing, man. Ask people to record the whatchamacallits, or to, I'm sure if they gave somebody the ability to do it, they would, like, for free, like an open source thing.
For sure.
Cavalot 1, Cavalot 2.
Go for Cavalot 1.
We've got Babalu coming in a Tomcat from the north, so if you get F-14 spike, that's what it is.
Copy, yeah, we picked those guys up on gateway. Camelot 1 is currently 40 miles from waypoint 1.
Camelot 2 copies, 82 miles, we're going for 30,000 maximum serve.
Copy. We marked at 30, had to drop down to about 29.8.
Copy.
How you doing, Lurks? You still here? So, do you have an idea what you want to do for a profile, attack profile? You want to go trail or delay a rollover, basically put it on our 90 and then head down straight down that fucking valley or wherever you think it is, and then we could just do like I'll delay my break and then we'll just go into follow the trail that way, see if we can pick it up.
First thing we gotta do is find them, get them in the pod, and then, you know, I think we're gonna have to try to coordinate our releases pretty close because, like, if you're too far behind me and I shoot, then you're gonna get an SA-15 in the face by the time you get a weapon off. So we're gonna have to try to make that happen fairly quick. And according to the recon, there was an SA-15 kind of near the front, and then the other one was near the rear of the convoy, so I think we can deconflict that way.
Yeah, roger.
Camelot 1, Camelot 2.
Go for Camelot 1.
Are you guys getting overloaded 264.0? I'm getting it there.
I have not tried yet. So I'll push 264 on COM 2.
I think that was my mistake there.
Overlord 1-1. Enfield 1-2. Overlord request 1-1. Single group at Bulls 329 for 240 at 20,000.
So Wizard should be on 264.1, which is the carrier AWACS, and then Focus is on 264.2. So we might have to pass it on command so these guys know.
Enfield 1-3. Overlord 1-1. Bra 357 for 190 at 20,000 hot.
I am getting overload on 264.0.
Yeah, copy. Overlord should be on 264.0. Focus is on 264.2. And Wizard, which is the carrier AWACS, on 264.1.
20,000 hot.
Copy.
Camelot 1-1 to all winder flags. We've got a correction on the briefing. Our AWACS is going to be Overlord, and they are on 264.0.
Can you say that frequency again? 200, request bogey dope.
264.0.
Copy, thank you. 200, request picture.
Camelot 1 is passing waypoint 1, pushing waypoint 2. It's check right for about 050. Correction 070.
You want to fence it?
Apron, fits in.
Which fence 10-7?
Once fits in 10.7. And I'm not gonna be able to turn my lights off, so I think it matters too much against the computer. Rolling out 070.
Flight, into right.
So I think the plan here will maybe be to designate waypoint 3 as soon as we turn toward it. See if we can't pick up that road and then just start scanning. I don't know how long the mission's been running, but they probably have a decent chance of being south of waypoint 3.
Man, Winder 1 just passed waypoint 1, 25 miles from waypoint 2, and ready to be on station.
Copy Winder, Camelot 1 is pushing waypoint 2. We're currently 30 miles from waypoint 2. We're going to begin our search there for the convoy.
Winder 1 copies all.
Yeah, first is the worst, man. If we can't locate it, then we might just have to draw it out by overflying it and wild weasel it.
Yep, yeah, because if you get close enough, those 15s will go active and track you.
This terrain is going to be real tough.
Yeah, I know when I did my recon flight, it was pretty close to the mission start time, and it was pretty flat where they were at, so we'll just have to see.
Victory 1, I've got Sam holding my current position.
Buddy Spike F18. Buddy Spike F18.
I think they're too far north.
So you think that call out was incorrect when you said victory? You think it was that Winder?
Yeah, I think that was a shit his pants type of call out. That was definitely big.
Winder 1, say again, are you being engaged by Sam?
Winder 1 negative, we're not being engaged by anything. Winder 1's on station, Angels at 30.
Copy. So once we make this next turn, let's go deep into combat spread, and that way we can be a little more heads down. So that means now we've got only 4 JSOWs on the launchers, so we may have to come in and clean those guys up. Camelot 2, passing waypoint 2, pushing waypoint 3. Check left for 015.
Camelot 2 is 15 miles short of waypoint 1.
Rolling out 002. Yeah, nails SA-15. Oh crap, I think they're directly to our, or to my 1 o'clock low. We're about to overfly them. So let's push north about 15 miles and then come back in and see what we can do. All flights, be advised, Convoy's been located. They are currently about 15 miles south of waypoint 3. So you guys might want to pick your holding point probably another 15 or 20 miles south of waypoint 2.
Camelot 2 copies.
And Winder 1, you're probably okay to move that cap flight a little further south.
Winder 1 copies all, thanks.
Nails SA-15, 5 o'clock.
Copy, you should be just about directly above them.
So you're trying to engage them initially from up high, and then drop down.
Overlord 1-1. Infield 1-2. Overlord request bogey dope.
I don't know, what do you think?
3848 for 170.
I think since we know kind of where they're at, I would roll inverted, pull straight down back onto them, try to knock it too low, and see if we can pick them up on that first pass, and then just try to not exceed, say, 20,000 on the way down. Kind of point our nose down at them though for a second, and see if we can pick them up and broadside them with the pod.
Sounds good.
Only because I don't want to go too far north, because I don't know what SAM systems are up here and or high within any other SAM systems elevation or altitude to engage.
Copy, I got nails, MiG-29, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, Xerox.
Okay, I'm ready to roll inverted and pull back heading south. And go.
Enfield 1-3. Overlord 1-1. Bra 295 for 290 at 20,000 flanking.
Okay, I've got the road in my pod, following it south, trying to pick those guys up.
Enfield 1-3. Overlord 1-1. Bra 347 450 at 6,000 knots.
Coming up to pick up SA contact bus 049 for 194.
Man, Winder 1, this pop-up group pulls 24 for 231 movement engaged.
Got it.
Copy that.
They're just about to hang a right.
292 for 300 at 19,000 flanking.
Just about to bend. Just about to bang a right on the road curves to the east, and then there's a right-hand turn. They're about to.
Yeah, I am either. They were originally showing hostile on SA. Big 29 nails same direction.
Yeah, copy on
Enfield 1-3, Overlord 1-1, Bra 293 for 300 at 35.
I'm gonna head forward on full mill for now. So we're just gonna push first stage of burner.
Spike SA-15.
Camelot 1, you're still in range here.
I'll take the lead bandit guy on the right, and I'll take the guy on the left.
What's your status? I am 11 miles short of waypoint 2.
Copy, you may want to hold further south. We've got the convoy located. We're about to engage.
I'm gonna push full burner.
Okay, I've got him on. I've got him in the pod. I'll take the
Medium
lead SA-15 sticker off trail. So I'm currently 4.2 miles from the target. How close are you?
12.
Okay, I'm gonna make a loop around.
Man, Runner 1's engaging 2 big 29s.
Bingo. Bingo.
Enfield 1-3, Overlord 1-1, Bra 295 for 290 at 18,000.
2, what's your distance?
14.9, I'm about to turn in. Come on, 1-2, spike, big 29.
Runner 1's engaging. Stick left.
2, which direction are you from the convoy?
Southwest, we're about to cross paths. I'm southwest, 12 miles running in, 060.
Copy.
7 seconds of max rate.
Enfield 1-3, Overlord 1-1, Bra 303 for 300 at 28,000 flanking.
Okay, I'm gonna hold off, see if we can't get this guy to the same.
I didn't depress on him, that's why, man. My bad, I'm coming back around.
Altitude. Altitude.
You ready to turn back in?
Yeah, I lost him on my trip.
Finder 2 checking in on 288 for command.
We are currently engaging the convoy, so we should be free. Should meet you guys within the next 5-10 minutes.
Roger that.
You want me to go ahead and take one out?
Yeah, you can press. Keep on locking up the room. Got him, go.
One's rifle. Shack SA-15.
Yeah, they're scanning on screen.
How about push to the east?
Couple of ones, code 2.
Stand by, Camelot 2.
Launch.
Some launch from the ground, 2 rockets.
Altitude. Altitude.
Coming up to you. Pressing the next one.
Fucking killed me. God damn it, dude. God damn it. I fucked up, man. I was trying to fucking point track him, and then he went out of a view on the pod. So then I got him back in the pod. I fucking made a run in on him, and I didn't get a fucking a good map on the stores page. Like it didn't uncheck on the HUD, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I didn't designate it in the pod. Like I didn't depress on it. Fucking asshole.
Well, you may tell Winder 2 to go ahead and start prosecuting the car. They were pretty far south of waypoint 2, so sorry, waypoint 3. You guys can fly forward, kind of out the door. You want to spawn back in and come back in, Speedo?
Yeah, we can.
Definitely shoot. I'll relay on command.
Can't believe I fucked that up, man.
Mavericks are tricky, man.
There's always something with it, man. I don't want to make excuses, but it's always, especially the Mavs for me, they're always like that between the handoff between the pod to the Mav and then the Mavs, like I don't know, I always have some kind of issue with them.
Anyway, you guys got like maybe 5 to 8 minutes before that convoy starts moving.
Oh, does it start moving again?
Yeah, eventually they'll pack up and start moving. I don't know if that resets every time they get hit, but
Roll left.
they will move.
Flight controls. Flight controls.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Goddamn face is hot.
Refueling complete.
Flight controls. Flight controls.
Rearming complete.
I'm just gonna punch in waypoint 3.
Yeah.
Actually, let's go. I'm gonna punch in 2.
Ah, fuck. I just put in waypoint 0. I'm all over the goddamn place.
You got mids up yet, Speedo?
Not yet.
Blow, were you able to find the convoy?
Radio check on 31 light.
One's got you, Lima Charlie, help me. One's good jet.
Copy. Put in waypoint 3 real quick.
Alpha traffic, Camelot 1 line flight of 2 F-18s, taxiing to runway 27.
Stand by. My FCS didn't count.
Airfield 1-2. Clear to taxi to runway 27.
Copy. I'll hold short.
Enfield 1-2. Enfield 1-2. Taxi to parking area.
It looks like they're at least getting arms on them.
Yeah, roger.
So something's up with the helmets. If you look in the mirrors, your visor is like digital camo.
Yeah, there's a bug in the new open beta. They fucked up the texture, so it's missing the texture right now. I checked it because I thought it was something that happened. I thought they might have changed it or something, but it turns out it's just the game itself.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was freaking out last night looking at it with bones.
I like our parking spots way better when the runway's 9.
It's like fucking taxiing 4 football fields.
Probably could have taken halfway down. It doesn't take half the runway to get up in these things.
I know. Reminds me of fucking what airport is that? I think it's LA, man. It's like a 45-minute taxi to get to the runway.
Yeah, well, DFW's like that sometimes, depending on where you land and where they send you.
Yeah, that's the other one. I've flown into DFW coming back international. It's like a big. All my Pacific missions have always been through DFW if I fly American.
Yeah, let's do the same roll and takeoff. Try to get out there as soon as we can.
Yeah, copy.
I'm on traffic, Camelot 1, flight of 2 F-18, taking runway 27 for right-hand departure.
Enfield 1-3. Unable to clear for takeoff. Enfield 1-3. You are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.66.
Finally put a little bit of curve on my rudder pedals where they're not so stinking sensitive. Makes that take off a whole lot easier.
Yeah, these. It's so smooth compared to what I'm used to. So I don't even put any curves on them, I don't think. I think I might maybe put like a dead zone in the middle, but that's it.
Ah, looks like they're taking stuff out. I like it.
Yeah.
Check right for 050.
2 south right.
I'm gonna set Buster 10 degrees nose up, try to get down to 2. I may not even need us.
Yeah, they're fucking nailing.
So I think the tactic was sound, we just couldn't get our timing down.
If I was able to, if I'd done it right the first time,
when we first spotted them, we would have been golden, man. That fucking, not depressing on the FLIR when I had it locked is what fucked me, because it kept the nav X'd out on the HUD.
Yeah, so what I've figured out with the laser Mavericks is it's going to stay X'd out until the laser fires. So like once you've got the the seeker locked on the map screen and your laser's armed, then you just gotta hold the pickle button down for like 5 seconds, and it'll fire the laser, the X will go away, and then it'll fire the missile.
Oh, so you box the trigger on the FLIR page?
Yeah, so so when you get the thing locked, the target locked in your pod that you want, then you sensor select left to the Maverick page, and then you uncage, and the little triangle should seek down and pick up where the laser's firing. And then once you're in range, you just hold the pickle button down for like 3 to 5 seconds. It'll fire the laser, it'll acquire it, the X goes away, and then it launches the missile.
Oh, so you don't have to, do you box on the FLIR page, do you box the trigger, or do you leave it unboxed?
What do you mean boxed?
There's on the FLIR page, there's the TIRG for the trigger, to have the trigger actuate the laser manually. Do you box that, or do you leave it unboxed and then pull the trigger while it's on the FLIR, when you're on the nav page?
You never have to pull the trigger, so leave that unboxed, and once you uncage the Maverick, then you hold the pickle button down. That holding the pickle button down is what fires the laser.
See, that's where I fucked up.
So you don't have to mess with the laser at all. And then after the Maverick fires, the laser will stay armed until it impacts.
That is where I fucked up.
Outbound traffic, Sunlot 1, checking out, 250.1, pushing 38.0.
Information.
So level outing is 28.
991-2223 is half orbit off the western coast, halfway between us and Kneeboard.
You may not leave anything for Knuckles and Showdown.
Fucking hammer.
Snuck up to 29, wasn't that?
I'm currently orbiting the target area. I'm working Eagle 13.
Copy, we're turning into target area now. I've got a ZSU targeted, and my wingman, wait for my wingman. Reported hostile contact up to the north. About 5 minutes. Looks like those targets are starting to move.
Douglas, you guys should be able to get them.
Command 1 and 2 flights proceeding north to check inbounds.
I think that's the case.
Tickle.
That rollover was pretty good though, as far as our timing on that.
Yeah, you're coming through Discord and SRS. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I don't know what we got. I'm anxious to see what happened on the TAC view because right after that, like once I've got the targets locked on the pod, we ended up with probably 8 to 10 miles of separation between you and me. So I don't know what happened there.
Rolling in again.
I think you
don't have them still.
I think you rolled left and I rolled right away from the once you overflew the target.
Yeah, well, it took me a lot longer to find them than it did use you. That may have been part of the problem. Is I stayed heading south trying to pick them up in the pod.
Yeah, copy. Not a big deal. It's not like we're not close to each other.
Yeah, under 1, 3 being good. I'll be checking off there.
Roger, Winder 1, Winder 2 taking your position.
Takeoff 1 is inbound. We're currently 112 miles from waypoint 2. We can assist as needed.
Roger, was that Camelot 1 or Camelot 2?
Camelot 1 the second time around.
Roger, Camelot 1. There isn't that many targets left. Do you guys also have cap just in case?
We've got 120 per jet, so see if we can fly.
Roger that.
Command, be advised, Convoy is now moving, currently 3 trucks, 3 APCs moving south from waypoint 3.
I'm gonna gun run their asses.
Yeah, you should be able to get them moving with the LGBs.
Shack SC-15.
Watch those shulkers on the low passes.
Did you not watch the shulkers?
I couldn't pull up, I was going too fast.
Oh no.
I took a couple out.
We'll skip over that part of the TAC view.
Enfield 1-3, Overlord 1-1, Bra 003, for 260 at 20,000, cold.
I gave me credit for one of them.
Showdown, did you see him?
If we can see the smoke trail on the way in, might be able to just point our noses directly down at him, bore sight him, and then maybe hook left or hook right, come back around, and just fucking pick off what's left.
Sounds good. You know, stay at altitude, I think we got a better chance of seeing the smoke if we drop down a little bit.
Yeah, once we're at the coast, we might want to drop down a little bit, maybe split the difference and hit like 15,000.
Copy.
Hopefully not meet the same fate.
Showdown, were you able to find him? Hey, Blood, can you hear me?
I got you. I think Blood's muted and deaf.
Tell Showdown just to look for the big freaking hole in the ground.
Come on, 3, come on.
Man 1 or 2 is engaging 2 copper contacts, Bulls 030 for 246.
Camelot 2, Camelot 1.
Hey Mark, what's up? Welcome to the stream, man.
Are y'all going back out? Going back out?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about 60 miles out.
Alright, I think I'm just gonna watch. By the time I get up
You
there,
guys want me to laser for you? I'm 10 miles from the target, turning orbit.
Yeah, that would be great. Well, what laser code are you using? Pins in.
Wonder 2 flights engaging MiG-29 is about 50 miles north of target.
Camelot 2, Camelot 1.
Hey, Bloat. Maybe Bloat's dead.
No, he's over.
Is he dodging missiles?
Possibly, I'm getting an SA-11 smoke.
Shit.
We might want to drop down if that SA-11 is up.
Copy, descending, Angels 2.
Yeah, we might want to go nap in the earth if the SA-11 is up, because he's going to be able to fucking hit us.
Yeah, let's stay Angel 15 until we get lit up, and then we can turn calm.
Right, I'm ready.
let you up there. I think there's only some shells there.
No, the SA-11 is hot apparently.
Well, there's another one pretty far north, so depending on where they're at, they could be getting nailed on that one.
Command, be advised, this is Liner 2 flight north of target area. We're coming back south to defensive.
Hey, if I'm gonna watch this crap on your Twitch, I want some freaking commentary.
And we are live.
From waypoint 2, inbound with Maverick. Did you say earlier you could lace forward to pick up the targets?
Affirm.
Yeah, advise code.
Code is 1688.
Yeah, I'm not getting it, but I think I just spotted him down there visual.
Copy. There's a fair bit of cloud cover on my game.
Command, be advised, this is Liner 2. We're backing up to you guys from the north. We got a bandit inbound. We do not have the weapons enough to engage. I think across the entire flight we have 120, a couple 9Xs.
Carolina 1 copies.
Come on, 2 copies.
Camelot 2, can you give us a relation to the target, position of the target in relation to waypoint 2?
Affirm, standby.
Enfield 1-3, Overlord 1-1, Bra 310, 4300 at 20,000, cold.
Push the speed up to 350.
It is approximately 060 from waypoint 2. And distance, standby.
Stand. Jahigmas is only, right now it's only air to air.
You can push a combat spread. We're currently inbound to waypoint 2. Our heading is 045, so we'll be able to push 060 pretty easy from waypoint 2.
Copy.
Do you have a distance for us?
Yeah, standby. My pod just decided to reset targets as I changed to waypoint 2. Okay, I'm currently 5 miles from waypoint 2. Targets are directly below me.
Okay, copy. I think you're probably good to start lasing. I'll start scanning. Okay, laser on. I'm ready to scan. We're currently 14 miles from waypoint 2.
Come. Stand by.
Uh, 300 in the box. I'm gonna push it back up. I got slow there. Sorry.
I got smoke. It looks like off the nose, about 10 degrees down from the horizon, maybe 15 degrees down from the horizon.
Copy, I think I've got visual.
Somebody just shack something.
So yeah, it looks like I got two vehicles, one moving north, one moving south, and one a little bit to the north. I'll take the one to the north. Caroline 2, we've got eyes on the target with pod.
Yeah, copy. Laser on.
Negative, we don't need laser. We've got eyes on target.
Copy.
One's 30 seconds for minimum range.
Camelot 2,
Overlord,
Camelot 3 is
1-1,
checking
in
out.
field, 1-3, request bogey dope.
Copy.
Enfield 1-3, Overlord 1-1,
Later, bro.
Raw 0-1-0 for 210 at 20,000 knots.
Back to the
Sorry to leave you hanging, shit.
and we'll be resuming cap.
Copy, we've got two more targets we're prosecuting here, then we'll be able to RTB.
Winwing F 3.
6 seconds. Kilo wants your rifle.
Shit, now I can't get one to come on. Rifle.
Come on, shack. Kilo wants you shack.
Camelot 1-1 shack. Looks like there's one more down.
Confirm 2 kills.
Altitude.
Camelot 1.
Altitude.
1 target remaining at the side of the road.
Tex, if you got eyes on it, go ahead and take it, bro.
Copy. I'll push down and turn back in.
Camelot 1, do you have visual?
Camelot 1-1 rifle on the last target.
Copy. Body spike F18. Good shack.
And shack.
Roger that.
All flights nearby, the convoy has been completely destroyed. Camelot flights are RTB.
Be advised, we got two MiG-29s coming in from the north. Overlord 1-1, in field 1-3, request picture.
Copy, we got
Enfield 1-3, Overlord 1-1. Single group at Bullseye 327 for 220 at 20,000.
And Roger, 311 has nothing on the scope in 160 miles.
Okay, all flights RTD is clear.
Alright, 1 to 2 RTB.
Come on, Tuesday State.
Camelot 2, state 7.0.
Okay. Sounds
Hey,
good.
11-1, checking off command. That's the airport break.
I'm currently heading 230 Angels 11 and climbing. You guys want to form up, we'll head back together, holding 300 in the box.
Copy.
I'll slow down to 250 until you guys can catch up.